We live in a complicated country, and we know that there's a lot going wrong, a lot of uncertainty, a lot of instability, and a lot of a sense that's creeping in that we failed in the last 20 years. And some of that's true. But there's also another side to South Africa that's being buried in the general drift of negativity that's come to dominate the debate about the country. And that's the very real progress that we have made in the last 20 years and that we can continue to make. And to force that point into the public narrative, we've released a new report on South Africa called Life in South Africa, Reasons for Hope. And it is essentially the good news story to tell, but the real one. And it shows that we have been making progress. Service delivery is not the failure it's made out to be. There are amazing statistics. For every shack newly built in South Africa, 10 formal houses were built in the country. The number of families in a formal house has more than doubled. More than 1,000 households a day have been connected to the electrical grid over the past 20 years. In areas where we think it's only a story of failure, we do find successes. The murder rate, for example, has fallen by more than 50%, and South Africa remains a dangerous country. But even on a front such as violent crime, there are areas of progress that can be celebrated and can be built upon. Universities and transformation of those has been front and center in a lot of the media debate of the past couple of months. And we find, for example, that the number of students enrolled at university has increased 2 or 3 times over. In the 90s, there were 40 white students getting a degree in engineering for every black engineer that was graduating. Today, there are more black engineers graduating than white engineers. Per capita income levels in South Africa increased really quickly. The number of new cars sold in the country more than doubled, which is an excellent measure of the expanding size of South Africa's middle class. And none of this is to discount the problem South Africa has, but it's to make the point to stop and wait and be careful in your analysis and the judgments that you make about the country today, that we do not throw out the good with the bad, and that we do not take on board radical and destructive ideas that will set us back several years as we face up to the many very real social, political, and other problems and inequalities that continue to bedevil our society. The report is freely available to anyone that wants to read it. It's on our website, and a link to the report and where you can find it has appeared on the screen in front of you.